Timothy Schofield's self-pitying with only thoughts for himself, a court heard on the final day of his sex abuse trial. Schofield, 54, is on trial at Exeter Crown Court, accused of 11 charges of interfering with a child, which he denies. In the trial it has been alleged Schofield, of Bath, sexually abused a child over the space of 3 years between 2016 and 2019. One charge involves a sex act with a child. Others include allegedly forcing the victim to watch pornography. After 5 days, the evidence concluded, with the jury set to consider their verdict. Today, prosecutor Mr. Robin Shellard said in his closing speech that the defendant had given an incoherent and garbled account of his behavior to the jury. "You might think it was self-pitying with thoughts only of himself," he said. Mr. Shellard said that by contrast, the account given by the alleged victim was calm, consistent and assured. When asked by his barrister Peter Binder whether he had performed sexual acts on the teenager, Schofield replied on the stand, "Absolutely not." The defendant told the jury that he watched pornography with the male, who he insists was over 16 at the time, and that they had masturbated while sitting apart. Giving evidence on Thursday, the defendant said he had been gay his entire life but had kept it completely secret and hidden from everybody. Schofield went on to say that it was incredibly difficult to refrain from being his true self and he had struggled with his mental health for several years. The defendant cried as he was asked about phoning his brother before driving to his home in London in September 2021. Peter Binder, representing Schofield, asked him, "Phillip described you as being in an extreme state of agitation?" Schofield replied, "Yes. I remember sitting in a field and making the phone call to him." Binder went on to ask, "You told him you were on the verge of killing yourself?" Before Schofield said, "That's correct, I was so alone." On Wednesday, the court heard a statement from Phillip, which described the phone call and his brother coming to his home in London, appearing as angry as I have ever seen him. Phillip described how they spent several hours talking, including eating a meal, before he went to do the washing up. The TV presenter stated his sibling told him, "You are going to hate me for what I am about to say," before telling the TV star he had watched porn and masturbated with a teenager. Phillip told Schofield how he didn't want to know any of the details, but he, Timothy, made it sound like a one-off, before making it clear to Timothy it should never happen again. The statement added how Phillip suggested to his brother to seek medical advice and get counseling to take the edge of the anger.
Now